Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine, doing well. So in this video, I am going to tell you how to effectively apply for Erasmus Mundus scholarship programs step by step and in a detailed way, because I know that sometimes it can be confusing because you might be grasping information from here and there and then you don't know which step is first and which step is second. So in this video, I have compiled all the steps and I will be guiding you how to move forward from basically scratch to the full-fledged application in such a way that your application is so efficient that your chances of getting selection in the scholarship also increases. So if you are applying this year, I highly recommend you to keep watching this video. And also I have uploaded a whole playlist on Erasmus Mundus scholarship. You should go and check that out because that's gonna add value to your application and I am sure that will be helping you in one way or another. So let's jump in. But before, if you haven't subscribed the channel, I highly recommend you to subscribe the channel as well for staying tuned for the further updates as well, because I plan to add more videos for you that will help you in your coming journey. So let's start with the first step. Even before you go to the website of the programs and you start seeing Erasmus Mundus program and you're trying to fit in which program you should apply to, this is not the right way. So what is the right way? So you need to see what is the strength of your CV and what is the strength of your transcript. This is the first thing that you have to do right before even actually seeing the website of the programs and actually choosing a program for your own self, because a wrong program can actually lead to reducing your chances of getting selected in this scholarship. So what you have to do is you have to find out the strength of the transcript and CV. And how to do that, you have to go and check this video of mine that you can actually see at the side. Go and check this video out. I have shared the way how you can do that for your own self as well. Okay, so that's the first step. After seeing that video, you will be able to find the subfields, the specialization that you might be interested in based on the strength of your CV and transcript. So once you have the specialization, the next step is going to the website of the program and seeing the catalog of Erasmus Mundus and choosing the selective program for your own self so that you can work on it. So how many programs you can choose? There is no limit. So I recommend choosing as much as possible programs for your masters for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, because that will increase your chances of selection. Okay, so now let me share my screen and let me open you the website so I can show you the catalog as well. Okay, so you actually go and search Erasmus catalog. So on this website, you will actually see the catalog, and in that catalog, you will see 195 programs that's being offered by this Erasmus Mundus. And please know that some of these programs might not have funding. So what do I mean by funding? So let's say I just went into this program. In this program, they tell you about the start date and end date of the funding, so this program actually has funding from 2023 to 2029. So anyone who is applying in 2030, they might not have the scholarship, so they will have to wait for 2029 to see whether they have this scholarship for the next year as well or not. So this is the thing you have to actually check before you apply to the program, because if you are considering scholarship, otherwise you might get into a program but you might not have scholarship. Okay, so this is how you actually go and check. So how to choose the best program for your own self? For this, I have actually made this video which you can actually go and check that out, and in detail you will find out how you can actually choose 3 or 4 programs for your own self and you can start applying in that. Okay, so now the third step is to go to the website of the programs that you are interested in and seeing what the requirements of those programs are. So for example, I am interested in a program which is GLODEP, which is Global Development Policy, and it's economics program. So I will just search it and you actually go there, and in this you will actually see sometimes the website and sometimes you might not see the website here. So you actually just type it on the search engine, you will find that out website. So after this, what you have to do is you have to go to the requirements. Now, the third step is to check the requirements of the program. So whether they need IELTS test or not, whether they need some other test or not, whether they need motivation video or not. So this way you will be able to find out, okay, whether I have to take IELTS or not, whether I have to take another test or not, whether I have to get letter of recommendations or not. So the third step is to find out the requirements. So for example, in this they actually have, let's say, proof of English proficiency, they need IELTS, they need TOEFL, they need certifications. So I have to work on that because it takes time, right? The other documents might be prepared early, but for the language test I had to book. So this is how I will actually plan. Okay, I need to get IELTS of 6.5, I need 1 month preparation time, I need, and what's the deadline of this program, whether I will be able to apply in this program with this requirement or not. So you will be able to see the requirements. Now, after seeing the requirements, after seeing everything, the feasibility plan, the deadlines, you will be able to shortlist 2 or 3 programs. Okay. So the step 4 is start getting recommendation letters from your professors. This is the first thing you have to do, because getting recommendation letters takes time. The other documents depend on you, but you don't know whether your professor will be able to reply you on time or not. So first step is getting recommendation letters from professor, and for this the tip is send messages to as many professors as you can. And for this, how to effectively get recommendation letters, relevant recommendation letters, how from professor you have to get it, or whether either from the professional you have to get it. I have made another video and you can actually check that video out, in which I have explained in detail how you can actually go with this process. Okay, the 5th step is to work on proof of residence, which is usually required by almost all programs, and this also takes time, and this is very important as well. So if you do not have a credible proof of residence, your application is rejected. So it doesn't matter how good you have worked in other things, if you do not have a valid proof of residence, it won't be acceptable, the application. Okay, and how to get that, I have made another video, you can actually check that out, and it's an detailed video which will be helpful for you. So that was step 5. So now the step 6 is you start working on your motivation letter, because that actually requires time, and you need to have it proofread as well, so it will be a little more time consuming than the other step. For this, how to effectively write motivation letter, I have specifically made for Erasmus Mundus, and you can check that video out as well, and it will be very helpful for you. So now the step 7 is you start working on the other documents, educational documents, which has degrees, which has transcripts and other certifications that might be required by your program, and as well as the CV, which is very important factor as well. So this is very crucial. This last step is, after gathering all this information, all these documents, you go to the website of the program, you actually start applying, you make an account, you start submitting your documents, and you submit the application. But before that as well, obviously you need to have tips for improving your application. So let me share some tips with you that will help you in improving your application and increasing your chances of selection as well. Let me tell you, don't focus on your motivation letter only. Focus on each instrument, motivation letter, CV, recommendation letter, because these all play a role in your selection. There is a weightage criteria, and if you do not know what's that, I have made a video on this, and that video will be very helpful. It will be super helpful, trust me. So you can check that video out, and it will help you a lot in improving your application and the weightage thing that I am telling you. The second thing is choose the programs that are relevant to what you are applying to, because relevancy is very important. If your programs are not applying to your bachelor degree, your selection of chances actually reduces a lot. So don't try to shift, transfer, or change your major. Focus on the major that you already had in your bachelor's. If I have to give you another tip, I will highly recommend you to take IELTS. Even if the program actually asks you for the language certificate from your institution, I will still recommend you to take IELTS, because language proficiency also has some weightage. So I highly recommend you taking IELTS. And if you have GRE, that's great, because that will actually add more weightage as well than as compared to your colleagues, so which will increase your chances of selection as well. But if you do not have GRE, that's totally fine. I won't say take GRE just for Erasmus Mundus, but if you have taken GRE already, then I will recommend you to take it. Then I will recommend you to add it to your documents, because that will actually increase your selection chances. Another tip will be to work on your CV and how to actually write a good CV. I am making a video series on it, so stay tuned with my channel, and I've already uploaded 2 of the videos. I will be uploading more videos as well, so keep watching that channel, and that will actually help you to improve your CV. And trust me, apply in as much as program as it possible for you, but always prefer quality over quantity. at least apply in 2 programs. I will recommend you which are relevant to your bachelor's degree. But if you can apply to more than 2 as well, that's totally fine, keeping the fact in mind that you actually do not reduces the quality. So quality shouldn't be affected by applying in the more programs. Okay, so this is all I had to share with you in this video. I hope you know how to step by step apply for these programs. So if you still have problems, you can write in comments and I will be replying to you. I look forward to see you again in the next video. Till then, take care, have a good day, and do subscribe the channel. Bye.